everyone, and welcome to our March open mic night. Can't believe it's March already. I was just saying to the guys before, I've got this really creepy sort of line down my face that I might use as some sort of dramatic effect. Anyway, hope everyone's doing really well. Tonight we have a bit of a different open mic night. We've got some of our regular singers. We've got a new singer. This is her first time. And we've also got a premiere of a new short film called 10,000 Miles, which is a collaboration project with a local dance group called Right to Dance and a Melbourne-based dance group called Yellow Wheel. So we've got some dancers coming on to speak to us all the way from Melbourne. So as I said, it's very exciting. So that's going to be the middle chunk of our open mic night. And then I'll come back on at the end to give you a bit of blurb about what we've got coming up. So we've got, to begin with, we've got Laura, who's going to be coming on soon to do a little set for us. And then we've got Leah, Cassidy and Chloe for After the Dance Group. So if Laura is ready to enter the stage, that would be great. We were just saying how cool your recording studio is, Laura. Very cool. Cool. So, what are you starting off with this evening, Laura?
Lover tonight.
Excellent. Well, without further ado, I will let you take it away.
Thank you. Oh, of course, there's an advert. Hold on. There we go. We could leave the Christmas lights up till January. This is our place, we make the rules. And there's a dazzling haze, a mysterious way about you, dear. Have I known you 20 seconds or 20 years? Can I go where you go? Can we always be this close forever and ever? And oh, take me home. You're my lover. I knew not to try that high note. We could let our friends crash in the living room. This is our place, we make the call. And I'm highly suspicious that everyone who sees you wants you. I've loved you 3 summers now, honey, but I want them all. Can I go where you go? Can we always be this close forever and ever? And oh, take me out and take me home. You're my lover. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand? With every guitar string scar on my hand, I take this magnetic force of a man to be my lover. My heart's been borrowed and yours has been blue. All's well that ends well to end up with you. Swear to be over dramatic and true to my lover. And you'll save all your dirtiest jokes for me. And at every table, I'll save you a seat. Lover, can I go where you go? Can we always be this close forever and ever? And oh, take me out and take me home. that was questionable. Now I'm going to be doing Hold Back the River by James Bay. And I don't know why there's all these ads today. Like last time I did this, there was none. Try to keep you close to me, but life got in between. I started that way too high. Try to square not being there, but it's there that I should have been. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. This is not going well for me tonight, honestly. Once upon a different life, we rode our bikes into the sky. But now we're caught against the tide. Those distant days so flashing by. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and be by your side. Hold back the river, hold back. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. Lonely water, won't you let us wander? Let us hold each other. Lonely water, won't you let us wander? Let us hold each other. The river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and be by your side. Hold back the river, hold back. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold. Lonely water, won't you let us wander? Let us hold each other. Lonely water, won't you let us wander? Let us hold each other. Oh my god, I need to put my phone on charge. My next song is Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. And there's another ad. Oh. That's all I've been hearing on my For You page lately. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun. It's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Oh, I forgot there was this bit. Little darling, the smiles return into the faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. It's a little bit instrumental. Sun, 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 here it comes. 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 Little darling, I see the ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. It's alright. And my next song is I Love You by Billie Eilish. And there's another advert. It's not true. Tell me I've been lied to. Crying isn't like you. Ooh. What the hell did I do? Never been the type to let someone see right through. Ooh. Maybe won't you take it back? Say you were trying to make me laugh, and nothing has to change today. You didn't mean to say I love you. I love you. And I don't want to. Ooh. Up all night on another red eye. I wish we never learned to fly high. Maybe we should just try to tell ourselves a good lie. Didn't mean to make you cry. Maybe won't you take it back? Say you were trying to make me laugh, and nothing has to change today. You didn't mean to say I love you. I love you, and I don't want to. Ooh. The smile that you gave me even when you felt like dying. We fall apart as it gets dark. I'm in your arms in Central Park. There's nothing you could do or say. I can't escape the way I love you. I don't want to, but I love you. Ooh. 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 And my next song is Cheap Thrills by Thea. I really don't remember putting that one in, but oh my gosh, I really despise adverts right now. Oh, that's this song. Huh. Come on, turn the radio on. It's Friday night and I won't be long. Gotta do my hair, put my makeup on. It's Friday night and I won't be long till I hit the dance floor. Hit the dance floor, I got all I need. No, I ain't got cash, I ain't got cash. I got you, baby. Maybe I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. Baby, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. I don't need no money, as long as I can feel the beat. I don't need no money, as long as I keep dancing. Come on, turn the radio on. It's Saturday and I won't be long. Gotta paint my nails, put my high heels on. Saturday and I won't be long till I hit the dance floor. Hit the dance floor, I got all I need. No, I ain't got cash, I ain't got cash. I got you, baby. Baby, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. Baby, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. I don't need no money, as long as I can feel the beat. I don't need no money, as long as I keep dancing. I don't need no money, as long as I can feel the beat. I don't need no money, as long as I keep dancing. Oh, baby, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. Baby, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. I don't need no money, as long as I can feel the beat. I don't need no money, as long as I keep dancing. La 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 la. La 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 la. And my last song is A-Team by Ed Sheeran, and I just pressed the wrong one. A-Team. There we go.
Where do you play Candy Crush?
Oh, Candy Crush. Yeah, my gran plays that. Oh, I know Gran's watching this. Hi, Gran. There we go. 18. White lips, pale face, breathing in snowflakes, burnt lungs, sour taste. That's really low. Lights gone, days end, struggling to pay rent, long nights, strange men. And they say she's in the class A team, stuck in her daydream. Been this way since 18, but lately her face seems slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries. And they scream, the worst things in life come free to us, 'cause we're just under the upper hand, going mad for a couple grams. And she don't wanna go outside tonight, and in a pipe she flies to the motherland, or sells love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly. I think I changed keys like 3 times there, but we can ignore that. Angels to fly. Ripped gloves, raincoat, tried to swim and stay afloat. Dry house, wet clothes. Loose change, banknotes, weary-eyed, dry throat. Call girl, no phone. That is so low. And they say she's in the class A team, stuck in her daydream. Been this way since 18, but lately her face seems slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries. And they scream, the worst things in life come free to us, 'cause we're just under the upper hand, going mad for a couple grams. And she don't wanna go outside tonight. I had to stop myself. And in a pipe she flies to the motherland, or sells love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly. An angel will die, covered in white, closed eyes and hoping for a better life. This time we'll fade out tonight, straight down the line. And they say she's in the class A team, stuck in her daydream. Been this way since 18, but lately her face seems slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries. And they scream, the worst things in life come free to us, 'cause we're just under the upper hand, go mad for a couple grams. And she don't wanna go outside tonight. I don't know what that was. And in a pipe she flies to the motherland, or sells love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly. Angels to fly. For angels to fly, to fly, to fly. For angels to die. That's all the songs I have today. I don't know what I said.
Oh, sorry, no worries. I was just following the comments, and it seems you've got the Mackay and Gallagher fan club watching this evening. That was so good. I loved it. I don't know if you saw my comment, but I was laughing so much at your commentary alongside it. Yeah, that was. Oh, here we go. That's the comment I said. Another advert. I loved it. But yeah, that was so great. What is your favorite song of the selection that you just sang? Would you say?
The Billy.
Yeah, I really like that one as well. I've not actually heard that one. I feel awful. I've not actually listened to that much Billie Eilish, but you've inspired me to listen to her. But we're going to be starting the next section at 8, so I'll make this very quick. But thank you so much, Laura, for doing such a lovely and a very good stint that was. So thank you so much, Laura. Cool, and we'll see you next time. So that was just giving another round of applause from everyone for Laura there. So yeah, now it's on to our middle chunk of the evening. So I'm going to quickly introduce Gemma, who's going to be speaking a lot more about this. So yeah, we're going to be premiering this 10,000 miles very shortly. So Gemma, I'll just read the blurb. Oh, she's there. Sorry, that was you weren't there. So this is
I'm here.
you while you're there.
Kind of strange. I'll go away.
I'll go with it. So in 2020, Gemma, are you feeling uncomfortable yet?
A little bit. I'm sweating a little bit.
So in 2020, Gemma, a contemporary dancer, embarked on a Project C. I actually did see this one, which brought together 33 artists from across the globe to collaborate. After the success and impact of this project, Gemma was then commissioned by Create Paisley to bring Project C to the Open Mind Summit event. This led to Gemma creating an international project with the support of Create. She has been able to organise a youth connection with Right to Dance in Paisley and Yellow Wheel all the way in Melbourne. 2 youth-based dance companies from opposite sides of the world. This project, 10,000 Miles, highlights the importance of connection as a way of bringing people together with hope for a brighter future, concentrating on connectivity of young people to begin with. Did that sound accurate?
that was accurate. I was just sitting there nodding the whole time. Yep, sounds about right.
Oh, that's great. Well, I'll hand over to your capable hands for the next section.
Great. Hello, everyone. Oh, my face just blew up really big. Yeah, it's weird hearing everything that I've done over the last year read out to you. It's very different from me talking about it all the time. But that's me in a nutshell. I'm gonna bring on, so I don't feel so lonely up here, Kyle and Aileen from Right to Dance and Yellow Wheel. They should pop on. There we go. I didn't do any of that. It was all just magic. I said your names and you came. That was great. Yeah. So do you guys want to do a little introduction of yourselves and your companies?
Sure, I'll go first then. Hi, I'm Amy, and I'm from Right. So Right to Dance is a community dance company based in Paisley, and we do dance classes for all ages and abilities, so from age 3 right through to adults. And we would normally have around 30 classes a week that we would run in normal times, and we do performances and also try and basically just try and get people involved in dance that maybe wouldn't think about dance being something for them. And we try and create as many opportunities as we can for the people that take part in our classes as well. Obviously, a lot of our classes are for children and young people. And through the 10,000 Mil project, some of our youth company and our company dancers that have taken part in that. So that's a little bit about Right to Dance.
Yeah, so I'm Kyle. I'm the Artistic Director of Yellow Wheel. Yellow Wheel is a pre-professional dance company based in Melbourne, Australia. We specialize with working with kind of like young and emerging artists, and kind of giving them, I guess, so we operate like a professional company, kind of with the aim of giving young artists the same experience that they would in a professional company, obviously only operating on weekends and kind of Tuesday nights and Monday nights. So not the time requirement of a professional company, but in the hope of showing them how kind of the professional industry works, I guess, a little bit. But in saying that, I think it's also important to say that I don't know how to say this. Like, I think through creating a level of accessibility, like we understand that dance benefits everyone. So there's not a sense of elitism in who we kind of take into the company and whatnot. And we have an understanding that people can take the benefits of dance into whatever area of life they're going into. We don't just want to support people who want to be dancers, if that makes sense. Yeah.
I think you both have that in common as a company, that you just want to support dance as a way of expressing yourself and how you can just bring that into your everyday life. Just a little quick plug for your oh, that's my auntie, so exciting. Hi, she's based in Paisley, so that's kind of nice. No, a little plug for you guys, maybe just to say how anyone watching can get involved in either company, Melbourne and also in Paisley, if people don't already know how to get involved.
Yeah, so for Right to Dance, you could find us on Facebook or Twitter, and also our website. It's all just like rightstodance.com, and send us an email, something like that. And yeah, just get involved in our classes. Obviously, what we're doing just now is a bit limited, but hopefully, at some point we'll be back to being able to offer a full program like we did before.
And for Yellow Wheel, we offer, or we run a yearly audition, which has been our schedule's been a bit screwed up because of everything over the past year, but we normally run a yearly audition about December, January. Like, I say audition, but it's a very loving kind of accepting space. Just come see if the company's right for you kind of thing. Yeah. So I guess just keep an eye out for our socials and see when that's coming up. Yeah.
Nice. So I thought I'd give a little bit of background on myself as a dancer, just so you can get some context into who I am and how I know these companies and all that jazz. So I started with youth dance in Aberdeen in the youth company, Fusion Youth Dance Company. And through them I got to travel across Scotland to do things like Y Dance Connection and Destinations Weekend. They were weekends in which all the youth companies from Scotland came together to dance together. Unfortunately, at the moment that can't be possible. But I met Right to Dance there as a youth dancer myself, and one of the dancers actually who's joining us later on, I met her when I was very young, and we've danced together and come full circle in a way, to come back to do a project again together, which is really nice. I now train at the Northern School of Contemporary Dance in Leeds, and prior to that I was in the National Youth Dance Company for Scotland, and with them I got to tour to Australia, which is how I know Yellow Wheel and Kyle. And I 2 years ago decided I was going to spend 2 months in Australia to immerse myself in a new place and make connections over there, and I got to come and sit in on Yellow Wheel's wonderful rehearsals. So that's how I know Yellow Wheel. And I also wanted to ask you guys, sorry, putting me aside, but I just thought I'd give some context into myself too. How have both of your companies been working with COVID? I know that the big C. I know that we're both in very different stages of COVID, and when we started the project back in November, we were both in similar states. We were kind of coming out of what we thought was a lift of lockdown and normal life again, but in the UK we quickly realised that we would be going back into a lockdown. And yeah, I wondered how both companies adapted with the new changing of rules and things like that. Yeah.
So yeah, kind of like everyone, we decided that it would be quite good to put some classes online so that we could still engage with the people that come along to our classes, because dance is such a big part of your life when you're younger, and it's where you see your friends and you're so used to doing that every week. So we thought it'd be really nice to try and create some sense of routine and something positive to look forward to in the week for people while they couldn't kind of go and do other things. So that's now obviously getting quite close to a year that we've been running classes online, and they've been relatively successful. I mean, it's not the same as doing class in real life at all, but it still gives people that chance to be creative together and to see their friends and to just do that thing that they would normally do on a weekly basis as well. And then being able to do things like this collaboration has sort of kept that sense of that kind of opportunity that you get in your normal dancing life as well, which we thought maybe wouldn't be possible while we're online, but actually, it shows you that there are possibilities there, and you can look for some positives out of this situation and not always think about it being like a negative thing.
Yeah, that's totally right. It's really great how Right to Dance seemed to adapt quite quickly from one to the other, because you were just opening up and getting ready to welcome your dancers back in, and luckily you had this system in place to still provide for your dancers, which is really lovely.
Yeah.
How about Yellow Wheel? Because I know from previous conversations that Yellow Wheel are actually back in the studio together.
Yeah, I feel quite lucky and fortunate to have had everything begin to open back up in Australia. But yeah, like the same as all over the world, when COVID first hit, everything it was kind of almost scary how quickly everything changed and adapted. And so we shifted online and started doing classes there. I feel like I have two things to say about this. The first is that it was quite actually interesting trying to adapt to this new medium and kind of the possibilities of what that presented through dance. And I guess also it was fantastic, the level of accessibility that created, not just because of the situation, but for anyone who's stuck in their houses or housebound, regardless of the situation. It created this really beautiful level of accessibility, and a way for us all to connect quite instantly. But the second thing is that when I guess many people have experienced this in many different ways, but I feel like many people have got to a stage of lockdown where it got, I don't know how to say it. It almost felt like it was never going to end. You know what I mean? And so it almost felt like doing these classes and rehearsals, and I can only speak from my own personal experience, but it was almost like taking the medicine. It was like weekly, you'd get together, you'd check in with everyone, see how it's going. And although it can be frustrating to be on the online platform, it was a sense of grounding and a sense of, it's that connection. You know what I mean? It's making sure everyone's okay. It's checking in with everyone. And even if it's frustrating, it's the medicine, and it felt like a really important part of the week. I don't know how to explain it. Grounding. It was grounding. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I think the word that keeps coming up in both of your conversations about how to adapt with COVID and things was connection. And it was just connecting with your dancers, and even the dancers connecting with each other and things. And I feel like in a time where connection seems impossible, it's actually been so highlighted that we as humans need this connectivity. And moving on to that's kind of the theme of 10,000 Miles, was to connect. And how can we use the connectivity globally? And yeah, I was just going to ask your guys' thoughts on your connections through Zoom. And because I know we held a few workshops around connection in different styles. You guys led a couple workshops, and we had Anna Kenrick coming in from Y Dance to teach a connective Zoom workshop. Maybe we go to Kyle first about what connection through Zoom means to you.
Like I said before, I feel like it was a really amazing tool over the past year for everyone to see people's faces, just have those conversations, although I feel like we're all a little bit more awkward now, but to keep just stay in touch. I feel like recently though, here in Tasmania, something really put it into perspective for me. But I went to see my first live music gig since Australia's began to open back up, and I got there and I hung around afterwards, and I met the band and I started talking to them, and I realized I hadn't met anyone new in the past. Like, of course, I see people at the supermarket or you chat to strangers, but I hadn't properly got to know anyone or meet anyone new for the entire past year. And I realized the only other time I had was this project, and it was this kind of real retrospective moment, kind of like wow, like it's, yeah, it just kind of like put it into perspective how important doing stuff like this is. You know what I mean? Like I said before, of course, it's frustrating to be working on these platforms because we know how amazing it is to be in person, but we're so lucky to have this. You know what I mean? Like for this, all this situation is shit. Oh, sorry. Although the situation is terrible, we're lucky for it to have happened now when we have these tools that allow us to connect like this. Yeah. Apologies.
And
language.
sorry, we need one of those like things that come on. And how about you? Do you think, I don't know, do you think that this platform will stay around? The connectivity of Zoom and online live streams. Yeah, what's your thoughts on that?
Are you asking me or Eileen? Sorry.
Oh, sorry, Eileen. Sorry.
Yeah. I think place for some of it, so like that we could then again work with someone like Kyle on the other side of the world without, you know, either him having to come here or us go there, and then, you know, you're experiencing some new workshops and getting to work with new people or collaborating, but you know, it would never take the place of then being in the studio, but could be an add-on to that, you know, or some more people could get to do it, because Kyle could teach a workshop while we're in the studio, so our dance, you know, both sets of dancers could maybe be in their own studio and sort of working together, but getting to experience, you know, someone else's teaching and someone else's practice, which could be quite nice, just as a wee kind of guest slot or guest appearance or something like that, which would be nice.
Yeah. And I think that's one thing that's really excited me about this project, and I'm sure it's excited you guys as well, is the possibility of what's to come. You know, this connection has been made and you now know each other exists, and you're both doing amazing things in your own retrospective countries, but you can do it even better together. So maybe that's a good note to end on, and we can share the film if you're ready to see it. Oh, I'm going to mention that if you have any questions at all, especially after the film, if any of the dancers are watching and they want to ask any questions, you can pop it on the comment section and we'll read them. But yeah, enjoy the film. Hello, there's been a technical difficulty with the sound. I think they're just going to try and figure out how to get the sound shared. I was like, what's happening?
We can keep chatting until it's figured out.
Yes, we can. So obviously both of your companies are for youth dancers, am I right? No, Right to Dance has adult classes, correct? Am I right?
We do from like young children through to adult classes, but kind of children and young people are where like most of our participants come from. But yeah, you could come from age 3 right through to being a grown-up.
I think it's being shared now. Hopefully with sound. No, still no sound. That's okay. I was going to plug my aunt who lives in Paisley. You hear that? They've got adult classes. Go and join.
Yvonne, was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm giving her a shout out as oh, so we have a question. So what is next? Let me ask you guys that question. If you were to think of a project for us next, what does your brain go to?
thinking. I think for us to then go and visit Australia would be lovely. Yeah.
Mm,
And meet everyone in person. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
We have Australia every couple of years does the Australian Youth Dance Festival, which not this year obviously, but a couple of years ago we did a global version. Oh, but that's actually where I met Gemma. But we invited youth dance companies from all around the world to come to Australia for a festival. So I guess, yeah, if there's ever anything like that happening over in the UK or yeah, the next global iteration of the festival, that could be a good, nice opportunity to connect. You know.
I thought I would also mention that we discovered early on in the project that 2020 was actually supposed to be the year of Scotland in Australia. It was a
Oh,
year for
yeah.
Scotland and Australia. It was a shame that we actually couldn't get there. But I found that really interesting that this project started in that year. Just so happened to coincide. And also we were on the Paisley Community Trust chat show on Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? It's going by really quick. And we were saying that 10,000 miles, the reason why we went with 10,000 miles is because it's actually the distance between Paisley and Melbourne. Exactly 10,000 miles. 10,000 and something, but we'll say exactly. It's not just a random number we plucked from the sky. Yeah. And someone wrote in with the amount of dance steps it would take or something to get there, which was a ridiculously high number that I can't remember off the top of my head.
The amount of step ball changes. Yeah.
That was it.
Yep.
Nice. Let's see if I have any more questions that we can ask.
Also thinking in terms of when you're talking about like future kind of collaboration as well, that, you know, maybe there could be scope for us to devise a piece or something that then, you know, it's not necessarily for film, but then our dancers perform it in a theatre here. The Australians get to do that, you know, back in their kind of theatre, and, you know, there's sort of work like that. So it's not always going to be, dancers could collaborate together to create it, but may not actually perform it together or something like that as well.
It's definitely opened up the possibilities for new ways of presentation as well. Doesn't have to be both companies together, doing their collaborative thing. They can collaborate separately and coexist at the same time.
It'd be almost fascinating, I guess, although this just popped into my head, but to almost do a very similar creative process, but to see the different outcomes that the companies could come up with. You know what I mean? Whether that's together or through conversation, it's a very similar process to then have these end products that would be entirely different but very similar, I guess.
Perfect timing. Hopefully it's gonna work this time with the sound.
Connection is transatlantic.
It's a connecting string between 2 points, places, or people.
The distance of connection knows no spatial boundary. Connection brings us together through a camera, a letter, a message.
Imagining light at the end of the tunnel.
Online, it is lines. In life, it is circles.
It smells like warmth, like the smell of rain on a sunny day. It is a line that never ends, that forever intersects with another.
Connection is like circles that are joined together with no start or end and have no boundaries.
Circles overlapping. Connection is warm and here. A staple thing in someone's life.
Smile, eyes, bodies that are 1,000 miles away. To connect is to be present and alive.
I'm reminded of connections when I look at the sky. We can all look up and see the same thing above us, even from miles apart. It is something that fills you up like a warm cup of tea, like two magnets between a wall that can't be separated.
Connection is the weight of the people you love, soft and sturdy.
I see connection in different colours and shapes, depending on whether the connection is physical or emotional. In each different connection, there are even more layers. I see a royal blue when two people's hands are touching, and a thermal yellow when someone is off the ground and relying on others. We took being able to connect to one another in these ways for granted.
Connection is our collective human nature.
Orange or purple, colours that mix together to make a new colour. Overlapping circles, octagon, feeling joy, feeling cared for, support, intrigue, difficult. A fight. Team. Close distance, physical distance. Completing.
Silent clap. We'll get the clapping emojis coming in on the side. Maybe if you enjoyed it, send a little clapping emoji. I'd be really interested to see if any of the dancers are actually watching it. If you were in the project, leave a comment if you can. It would be great to see your face pop up on the comments. Speaking of dancers, we have a few of the dancers joining us for a little chat. We have Erin, Hannah, Emma, and Cora. As they all pop on, the screen suddenly got really busy. So we have Emma and Hannah from Right to Dance in Scotland, and we have Cora and Erin from Melbourne, Australia, and Yellow Wheel. I'll hand it over to you guys. Shall we start with Emma? Do you want to give us a little introduction of you?
Yeah, sure.
And maybe a fun fact.
Sure. So I'm Emma, and I'm with Right to Dance, and I've been there since I was like 3, I think. I'm studying contemporary dance just now, supposedly down in London, but not quite yet, but soon, hopefully. And my fun fact is that I actually have been to Melbourne. That's something I can tick off the bucket list, is that I actually was fortunate enough to be able to travel with Gemma. I think it was 2019 now, actually, summertime. We were able to go, so that's my fun fact.
Oh, there's Kira. I think Charlotte's there as well. I can see her comment. Hannah, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm Hannah. I'm 19 years old and I'm from Paisley. I attend Right to Dance, and a fun fact about me is probably that in my spare time I like to put on live music events and do a lot of management with like local bands and artists and stuff like that. So yeah.
So there's a perfect platform for you to be at. You can scout out some new live music. And we also have Cora and Erin from Melbourne. Should I pop over to Erin first?
Yeah, hello. I'm Erin. I'm from Melbourne and have been dancing with Yellow Wheel for like maybe 6 years. I'm studying contemporary dance at the VCA here in Melbourne. And my fun fact is that I'm actually from the UK. So I'm now working with people where I was born. So that's very interesting.
Wow, I didn't even know that. Whereabouts in the UK?
England, like East Coast.
East Coast, nice. Interesting, I didn't know that. Wow. And Cora, a little bit about you.
Yeah, I'm Cora. I'm 19. I joined Yellow Wheel in 2017, so I've been there for a few years now. And I also study at the Victorian College of the Arts here in Melbourne. My fun fact would be I grew up with 3 cream Labradors.
Wow.
Random.
I love it. I love the fun facts. You always find out something new about everyone. It's great. So that was the first time you guys have seen the film. Were you playing Where's Wally, trying to find yourself? Yeah, how was it? What was it like to see it all together after the months of working on it? Hannah, how was it?
I thought it was really good. It kind of, I don't know what I was expecting from it, but it was amazing how it all just pieced together so well. Because I think a worry that was definitely in my head is, oh, I've got a few bits with other people across the world. Am I going to be doing it at the same time? Am I going to look the same as them? But it's just pieced together like so lovely, and going between definitely like the weathers from Scotland into Australia is definitely fun to watch as well.
Because I think we went through a peak of complete opposite weathers at the same time, whereas one was complete sun, and you saw at the very end actually Cora, and I think it was, I don't want to get, is it Kira? Was it Kira?
I think so.
At
Yeah.
the end, I was right. Okay, yeah, and she's here. Great. Well, you saw her and Cora doing a little duet at the end in complete opposite weathers. How was that to watch, Cora, to see the complete contrast there?
Yeah, I was like so seeing the scenery of like people's houses or the different climates, or even just like the different like train stations or fields or mountains that people were in was so amazing. Like I
like you could kind of imagine it across so many more countries, like if you weren't told it was like just in Scotland and Australia. Yeah, and I think, yeah, like Hannah was saying, like just seeing it all pieced together, like I think while filming these like little snippets of like phrases and improvisations, I don't think I could actually comprehend that someone across the world was doing it. Like I tried to have that connection and feel that in my body and get that feeling that you got on Zoom when they were there, like when you could see them visually. Don't think I could comprehend that many people were doing that wherever they were in their world. And so I think that was, yeah, quite moving and quite, yeah, almost mind-blowing to see it then all together and be like, oh my God, yeah, they were doing that phrase there and they were doing that phrase there. And yeah, it was amazing.
You could like pick apart from different workshops what came from where.
Yeah.
And that kind of goes into our next topic, is the process of the project. And right off the bat, we had Kyle's workshop about group cohesion and finding that through Zoom. Kyle, do you want to give a little bit of insight into the first workshop? So everyone kind of knows what's going on.
So this is something I like to try to put into my choreography anyway. It's trying to find ways, I guess, for a group to find, that sense of cohesion, or for a group to find a sense of resonance, not just doing complete unison, if that makes sense. So having a similar intention, or having a similar focus, which, although that may result in different choreography, because there's that shared intention and focus, it creates this beautiful, once again, connection. We keep coming back to the word. And so I guess through the workshop, we split into breakout rooms and tried to find a couple of different ways of finding that, which, yeah, like, it's obviously a different medium to be working on. There's difficulties associated with it, but I was interested in, I guess, how we could find that over Zoom. Yeah.
And how was the workshops? I'll go to Emma first. How was those workshops? Did you feel connected to the people in Australia, or was it not until now that you've seen the film that you felt that connection? What was that like for you?
Yeah, so like having done quite a fair bit of dancing on Zoom now, I find it quite easy to almost sort of distance yourself from the screen and end up just being in like your own kind of world doing whatever. So it was really nice to sort of be able to go into these smaller groups. I found that really like built the bonds almost, and then it was that fear of like, oh, is this going to be like really awkward, or is there going to be like no one speaking, who's going to talk first? But like as soon as we entered those breakout rooms, it was as if like that barrier was just lifted completely, and there was already this connection because of how similar our situations are. There was instantly something to talk about. So I felt like, yeah, made things like a lot easier. It's really a nice sort of environment to work in.
And in a way, the topic of COVID was the starting point of conversations a lot of the time. Oh, so what's going on in your country? This is what's going on in our country. Where are you at with dance? I'm like this with dance. And I think what not everyone, but you had in common with a lot of the dancers was that you were trying to do a degree offline, or online, sorry, not offline. And Erin, you were in the similar boat of trying to do uni through Zoom. Am I right in thinking that?
Yeah, I was. At that time, we were kind of finishing up, with uni and starting to come back in person a lot. Like when we were starting these Zoom rehearsals, I know Yellow Wheel, we were just coming back and having like full days of dance, and then hopping on at Zoom at night to come and collaborate with you guys, which sometimes is very like, oh, I don't know if I can come back to the camera after like, having all this really good information in person. So seeing the videos, definitely getting that like final satisfaction about the project, because sometimes it was super difficult to hop back on that platform, and to not have that before and after time after a rehearsal or a class to chat to each other. You kind of do miss that on the Zoom platform, but I think like in the situations that we had, it kind of forced us to like really make the most when we were there, and check in each other and talk and connect in other ways, which was still super satisfying just to get straight into it and make some choreography, like before I'd even met really someone, like making the choreography with them and then being like, okay, that's done, now another person, which was super interesting still.
Yeah, because the amount of volume of people that were involved, I suppose, is like getting you introduced to everyone quickly. I'm just going to open up. If any of the dancers would like to ask anything, then feel free to comment in there. We do have one question that's come in. Have the dancers felt more engaged in dancing, having a specific project to work on? Does anyone want to take that question, or can I just throw it on someone? Hannah, do you want to take it?
Yeah, sure. I definitely, there was more like passion into it, obviously, because when life was sort of normal, we were dancing, looking forward to shows, lots of different events with Y Dance, Go Dance, parades in Paisley. And obviously when COVID hit, it was very like, we were doing online classes, but it was that we didn't really have, well, I found it difficult sometimes to have motivation, because I'm like, am I going to use this for anything? Whereas then doing this project, it was like, right, I'm working on something that there is actually going to be a final outcome in the near future to look forward to and to work hard to see.
That's really beautiful to hear that. That's warmed my heart. Yeah, Aileen, do you have anything to add on because I know you were very connected with your dancers as well, hosting Right to Dance classes alongside this workshop. And how was it for the rest of your dancers to be doing a project like this on this scale, to connect with dancers from another country?
Yeah, I think just echoing what Hannah just said, that the fact that there was something kind of tangible to work towards, and that sort of element of we are actually kind of working to perform and to film this for people to see, was a really kind of big motivational tool for everyone, and very inspiring as well. So you got to work with new people and create new material. And I think the fact that, you know, they got to work with Kyle and Anna, that were completely new workshops as well, and just opening up new ways to work on Zoom and new material to do has been lovely for everyone. And then the fact that you get to meet some new friends on the other side of the world is great. And then, challenging themselves as well. Where are we going to go and film this? What are we going to do? You know, and take a bit of responsibility for that part of it as well. And I think for everyone, it'll be quite a surprise to see it coming together tonight, and then being like, all right, I didn't know my part would fit into the whole thing like that. And then, watching then somebody else on the other side of the world doing exactly the same move as you is quite emotive. So it's lovely.
Yeah. And I think it's that like moment of, oh, I did that for such a bigger thing than just me dancing in my room on my own, or in an open space or wherever. Someone's asked, my mum has asked, how can we see the piece again? So yes, there's a YouTube link to the video where you can watch it in full, and you can really, I think it should be like a guess who. You have to guess where everyone's from. Maybe you write it, maybe there should be like a quiz there, you know, a winner of like, can you guess which company everyone's from? But overall, I just want to say thank you so much for everyone for being involved in such an incredible project. I mean, I got to watch it all unfold, and it was just really, really beautiful to see you guys bringing your dancing to the project. I hope one day we can all connect properly in person, but until then we have this beautiful film as a memory of our connection so far. But I think to everyone who's watching, stay tuned for what's to come, because I think this is just the beginning of a beautiful connection. If I can bring that word in again tonight. A beautiful connection. And I think I'll hand over to, is it Nicola?
It certainly is. Hello.
Yeah.
That was so interesting. Thank you so much for coming along, and it was amazing to watch. And I agree, Hannah. I was just loving the distinction of the weather. I was like, oh, I wonder which is Paisley and which is Melbourne. But it was amazing. It was so nice, and it was and I loved your chat afterwards as well. It was it's great. Good stuff. So I think we're gonna now move on to our final. Sorry, everyone just went really quickly. It's quite disconcerting when that happens. So we've got our a few young people who've been very patiently waiting. So thank you so much for that. So we've got Cassidy first. Is Cassidy in the waiting room backstage? I'm assuming. Oh, yes, she is. Oh, great. And she's, hi, Cassidy. You're here.
I don't know. I don't. Oh.
Don't worry. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. It's okay. Also,
no, it's just I need to text. Right, okay.
No worries. Cassie, we're just because we've not got that much time left, just so that everyone has a shot. Could you maybe do one song for us, and then we'll do one each? Is that okay? Oh, perfect. Oh, okay. Thank you, Cassidy. Take it away.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking, but I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Yeah, just gotta keep going, and I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes you're gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a climb. You're muted. You're muted.
I was gassing away. You could see me just. Yeah, I was just saying. I was doing this while you were singing. I hope you knew that. Thank you so much, Cassidy, for waiting for that. Well, I'm sure we'll see you at the next one. So thank you again. And I think we've got Chloe on next, if Chloe's free and ready.
Hello.
Hi, Chloe. So this is Chloe's first time singing at the open mic night. So I'm sure everyone will be very kind, and you're fantastic. So I'm sure it'll be great. Cool. So are you happy to do one song as well, just so that we can make sure everyone gets a shot? Oh, that's great. Thank you, Chloe. So yeah, I'll let you take it away.
Pepe's Home Delivery. We deliver Pepe.
Please. 2 seconds and just try.
Fresh grilled chicken in 6 tasty flavours with over 100.
I'm trying to hold my breath. Let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. You set off a dream in me, getting louder now. Can you hear me echoing? Take my hand. Will you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you, all the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. 1,000 gold that still too little. These hands can hold the world, but it will never be enough, never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, for me. Never enough, never enough, never enough for me, for me, for me. All of the shine with 1,000 spotlights, all of the stars we see from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Carries the gold, the still too little. These hands can hold the world, but it will never be enough, never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, for me. Never enough, never enough, never, never, never enough for me, for me, for me. For me.
I keep forgetting I'm muted. Not this time. That was so lovely, Chloe. That was just, it was also very seamless how Cassidy had a Greatest Showman quote in the background, and then you just came in with a Greatest Showman song. It was so good. Thank you so much, Chloe, and well done. That was your first time performing. Fantastic. Well done. Cool. So we'll see you at the next one. Oh, she's gone. So I think Leah's ready. So our final act is our regular and hi. Cool. I think Leah needs no introduction. So on you go, Leah. Take it away.
Okay, I'm going to be singing Let It Go Demi Lovato version though. So I'm going to do it now.
Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn my back and slam the door. The snow blows right on the mountain night, not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. The wind is howling like the swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I tried. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn my back and slam the door. And here I stand, and here I stand. Let it go, let it go. The cold never bothered me anyway. It's funny how some distance makes everything seem small. And the fears that once controlled me can't get to me at all. Up here in the cold thin air, I finally can breathe. I know I left a life behind, but I'm too relieved to breathe. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn my back and slam the door. And here I stand, and here I'll stand. Let it go, let it go. The cold never bothered me anyway. Standing, frozen in the light of changing. You won't find me. Past is all behind me. Buried in the snow. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn my back and slam the door. And here I stand, and here I'll stay. Let it go, let it go. The cold never bothered me anyway. Let it go. No, 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 no. Let it go, let it go. Let it go. That's me finished.
Oh, Leah, that was just lovely. Everyone's chosen the big swaying ballads tonight. That was just fantastic. Thank you so much, Leah. Thank you. And I'm sure we'll see you at the next one. I'm sure. So we'll just finally wrap things up for the evening. So thank you so much for everyone that's watched, all the dancers, all the Create regulars. I absolutely loved the 10,000 Miles premiere. That was just what a treat, and it was great to hear their feedback afterwards. And thank you so much as well for all the singers that. So we had Laura at the start, and then obviously Cassidy, Chloe, and Leah as well. So thank you so much. And finally, I'll just quickly run through the usual blurb at the end. So we've got lots of exciting things going on at Create. So we've got on Mondays, we've got our space project, which is with Kim, one of our youth workers, and she's been working with a few of the young people in Linwood and Johnston. On Tuesday, we are doing Teach Me Tuesdays, which currently we're working with Lisa Busby, who's a songwriter, composer, and all-round wonderful musician. So she's been doing a fantastic job. So you're still welcome to come and join those sessions. Then on Wednesdays, we have a public health campaign, which is in the afternoon. So we've been working on developing a campaign with the young people in that group. And then we've also got Amplify afterwards at 7, which is an art and activism group, which they're currently working on a podcast. So listen out for that soon. And then Thursdays, we're soon going to be starting the Culture Academy, which will be starting in the Easter holiday. So keep your eyes peeled for some more info on that, because that's also with Right to Dance that we're working with and a few other organisations. So yes, keep your eyes peeled. And then Fridays, we have our cafe, which next week, I think is, oh, there's a little link there, which you can see below. I just wanted to do that. Yeah, so our cafe, which I think next week is a social cafe or a craft cafe. I'll get back to you on that one. So yeah, that's us for the evening. Thank you again for everyone that's come along and watched, and thank you for the Melbourne troupe that have got up at a silly hour this morning. So thank you so much for that. And also, yeah, thank you again. And just, you can follow us at Create Paisley at all of our socials. So we've got Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter as well. So, I think I've timed that really well at almost exactly 9 o'clock. So I think I deserve a clap for that too. So yeah, thank you very much, and hopefully see you at the next one. So bye.